All right, everybody. So today I'm going to break down the setup that I took on GBPUSD. All right. So, making a long story short, some of the people know that this week I've took some L's. Okay, and the setup was not bad, but some of the setups just like I just got stopped out, and the market goes in my favor. Right. Um, Today's been a good day. Um, Yesterday was a good day. I profited Thursday off my live trading account on my funded account. Got myself back in good great position, so bounced back for some of my losses. And then today I just wanted to do something simple. I just been really testing out my supply and demand setup, and this time I did it on GBP USD, and I swung it and it hit my hit TP. I was actually wanting to swing a little bit more, but because of it being Friday, I just rather close out, man. Right. So I'm just gonna break down this trade. All right. Let's go ahead and delete all this. All right. So let's go ahead and do something like this before New York starts happening. So I was originally looking at all the USD, right? And then I looked at the DXY and I realized, okay, the market is pumping, a little bit and then selling a little bit. And then I saw the news come out today as really, really, really good for the US dollar, right? But all of a sudden, GU was still pushing, right? And when I saw GU just push and push and push, I was just like, okay, like it hit a demand zone, which was right here, right? I'll show you this demand zone that I hit. It hit this demand zone. So automatically I'm like, okay, if it breaks this high, we're probably looking at buys. But then again, overall, like I funded a little bit of a personal account and I said, let me try to see how well this strategy actually works when I'm actually trading major zones along with my order box, my supply and demand, and with the bigger stop loss. Okay. So I'm looking on the 15-minute, right? So I'm looking at the 15-minute and I'm like looking at the high of London. Okay. So when you look at the high of London, doesn't matter how you point it out, this is the high of London. All right. And I recognize like, okay, if DXY is pumping bullish overall right now and XXXUSD is not getting any steam to pump more buys, then this is just buy side liquidity to take out the highs before shooting down. All right. So what I did is I looked on a 5-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, and 15-minute time frame. They all lined up. All right. So you can mark it right here or you want to, but for me, I went to the 5-minute time frame and I looked for like clear order block. All right. Now, this is clearly the order block, right? But I liked more right here. And I was like, okay, this makes more sense to me. So if the market sells from that high right there, right, then originally I can sell all the way down to a 4-hour low, which is this order block right here, right? Now, like I said, I'm not swinging that much just because I'm just about to take, get in, get some good profits and get out. Okay. Plus it's Friday, right? So what does it do? The market keeps buying up. I'm like, all right, the market's buying up. You know what I'm saying? So it hits my order block. I did not enter just yet. I could have entered right there. I actually entered right there. Then it started like ranging a little bit, coming back up. So I just like kind of like, got out and I was like, let me wait for another opportunity. All right. So this happened. I'm like, don't chase, right? The market comes right back up. And I'm like, okay, the market's playing around a little bit. All right. So then I realized there was news at 10 a.m. All right. There was news at 10 a.m. And that's when I'm like, okay, it's time to enter the trade when that 10 o'clock hits because I know that the market was going to be that all USD, which is going to be good for everything. All right. So here it is, 10:15. That's at rejection zone. You got the more rejection zones, and then boom, right? So I got in like right here, 42, right? And I shorted that bad boy. So let me see where I took profit at. Because I really could have swung this trade. 120 100. All right, so 120 100. It's my TP. I think it was 120 100. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. We're just leave it at 105, but this add like that's 100. All right. So there's a reason why I'm aiming for these lows, because you have all these lows right here, all these liquidity points. Okay. And the market, even though it's bullish a little bit, is overall bearish. And I was kind of like, okay, like the US dollar is getting a lot of steam. There's no way that's just going to blast through this without, with the US dollar being so good. So pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention. All right. So my stop loss, remember, this is New York session. This is the reason why I had the session break right here on. My stop loss was not here. All right. It wasn't here. It was all the way up here. All right. It was about 33 pips. Now, some of you guys are like, okay, Jonah, why did you do that? I thought you trade one-on-ones. I do. Okay. On a live funded account, I trade type stop losses, and I go for shorter pips, right? I'm trying to take my profit and go, because with prop firms, you have a limit to how much you can lose, and you just don't want to really be at risk trying to swing a trade all the time. Now, am I saying you can't swing trade? No, I'm just not technically a swing trader. Personal account, it's a different story. So on my personal account, I'm like, okay, it's my account. It's a small account. Why not just swing it? All right. So let me explain. Okay. So you have the supply zone right here. All right. This is my whole supply zone. The market is rejecting from my supply zone. So you need to keep this in mind. Anytime the market rejects from your supply zone or demand zone, that is telling you that the market wants to continue bearish / bullish, depending on if you're selling or buying the market. You need to understand that when you're looking at the market, you don't need to just be looking at where it is going to. You need to look at how it is reacting to your zone. If the market just closed bullish, really strong with a candle with no wick of rejection, then I'm not looking for that setup any longer. And the reason why is because that's telling me that it's going to keep pushing through. Now, does that mean I'm going to altogether discard it? No, because it can blow right through it, come back down, reject, and then come right down and then go off the immediate previous candle. That's a different story. But what I'm saying is I won't look too heavy into entering because it's not rejecting. All right. So we got the rejection, came back up a little bit, rejecting again. It's confirmation. All right. So let's look at this. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the 60th pick. What in the heck? 100? No, I didn't swing that long, guys. It was right here. Yep. 475. There you go. It was right there. So I got it right there. So I got me a good 60 pips, you can say. 59.7 it says. And hey, that's actually I did not get a 60 pip. I got by like 55. There you go. Got like 55 pips. Yeah, because I remember it was coming back up. It was pretty late and I just closed out. So there you have it, guys. Like this GU trade was very simple. If you do this with most of your trades, you can see how much how profitable you can be. Now, let me just go ahead and say this. And I think there's a misconception in Forex. Everybody thinks that good traders, good mentors never lose. Like they barely lose, right? And I'm going to be very honest with you. I've been in groups, including guru groups, where the guru himself loses a lot, right? The only difference with them is they keep going. They don't let that trade affect them, and they know when to stop. And after they know when to stop, then they get better and progressing. And then once they realize that they're really good at what they do, they don't trade as much. And even if they do trade as much, they don't go super hard with, their with the trades. Secondly, they also cut their losses. They're not usually waiting for their stop loss to be hit. A lot of these guys are actually, for example, if I was to enter right here and then it got like probably right here, they'll cut their trade right there and wait for another time to get in. You have to understand the misconception of Forex is like all these big time, players who are trading Forex are, they're so unstoppable in trading and they never lose. That is such crap. That is such bull crap. Like, I cannot stand how some of these teachers and gurus are treated as gods. Like some of these guys that I've been in groups and I see myself trade better than them. Like, I can see myself trading better than them. And I remember seeing myself like, what the heck? This guy's losing a lot. But then when they actually win, they win pretty big. But it's kind of like they lose a lot to gain a lot. The only difference I realize is they keep their trade risk percentages small. That's the difference. So when people want to, join all these courses and trade, change their strategies up and like want to do signal services, excuse me. Oh Lord. My bad, guys. I'm moving. I've been like cleaning out some dust. Now, it's got some dust in my throat. Woof. Anyways, yeah, it's just like I feel like a lot of traders just want to get in these groups just because they want to not lose, like ever. Like they just want to take trades to not lose ever. Guys, you're going to have losing streaks. I don't care who you are, you're going to have it. It's just up to you on how you manage those losses. Okay. I'm a great prime example today. I lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I was so discouraged. You guys have no idea. I was discouraged. I was a little frustrated. I was like, what the heck? For the past 2 to 3 weeks, I was been killing it. What the heck is going on now? It happens, guys. And guess what? Thursday, my win came. Today, Friday, my win came. And guess what? It put me in a good place. You know what that shows me? It shows that, number one, I was disciplined. Number two, I'm consistent. And number three, I didn't give up. I could have gave up and be like, you know what, let me just blow this whole account and just do it. Nope, I didn't. I'm going to say I'm going to bring this account back up slowly by slowly. Some people would try to revenge trade and get their profits back. Some people would try to overtrade so they can get profits back plus some. Some people would actually over leverage because they get so mad that they revenge trade at the market because they don't think it's fair, because things are just not working out their way. Guys, I don't care what strategy you have, you're not going to be 100% at your win rate. I'm sorry. Even people who say, oh, my win rate is 80%, 90%. You know why it's probably 80% and 90%? It's because they're trading less. You realize people who have really high win rates usually are the people who trade less. Now, my boy Doyle, his win rate, I mean, I watch that boy a lot. I'm not even no longer part of his, group because we trade the same. Like, I remember seeing the same setup that he saw, and I was like, that's crazy. And I realized he wins a lot, and there's times that he loses, moderate. But the reason why his win rate is high is because he's consistent with his one-on-ones. So it just goes to tell you, the people who really lose a lot, it's not really because of their strategy. Their strategy is actually that bad, but it's usually because of their risk factor is bad. They tend to overtrade all the time. Then what happens? They want to go to a mentor or a guru and think that they're going to bail them out just to know that they'll get in the same situation. What I'm saying is, guys, I want you to develop a strategy, stick with it, and don't go to people for bailouts. You got to take responsibility of your losses, and you got to be responsible for taking trades that help you to win and profit in the long run. Okay. I'm never going to quit in Forex. I cannot see myself quitting in Forex unless something like detrimental happens in the family, or, something happens to where I'm like, man, dang, like I'm not I'm not feeling Forex no more, then I mean, it will literally take everything in my body to quit Forex. I'm not quitting Forex. I'm in a good spot. I'm helping people out. People are actually learning from me a lot. And I don't know, guys. I just want you guys to be profitable, man. Like, I can care less about being big on YouTube. I can care less about, having all these cars and houses. I can care less about that. Forex for me, it's just all about dropping in extra income and then taking that income and multiplying your income in different multiple streams of income that becomes passive income. I bet you some of these Forex gurus who think that they are actually who say that they're actually Forex gurus probably are not telling you all the full truth. They're probably not telling you everything. A lot of these Forex gurus aren't just making money from Forex, people. They're making money from different streams of income. I know this because I'm an entrepreneur myself. I know this stuff, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't just put Forex as your all. The only way I put Forex as my all is when I know I don't need anything else coming in, which 9 times out of 10, you're gonna need something else coming in. Because you still gotta wake up for this, unless you want to create some type of AI bot that's going to help you out in the long run, then that's going to help you. I hope there'll one day be a bot where you can just make consistent income on the side and not touch it. That's cool. But at the end of the day, you need to realize what is for you in Forex. Why are you doing Forex? Are you constantly looking at what car everybody has, what house everybody has, what girlfriend everybody has, what party everybody's going to, what clubbing everybody's going to, what city everybody's in, how big and glamorous and everything looks? Like, if you are distracted by that and you want that and you're trying to get Forex to get all that, you're in the wrong place. And I don't say that just because I'm a Christian. I say that it's because you have the wrong perspective of why you should be making money in Forex. I can't tell you why or what you need to be doing to make Forex, but I can share this with you. If you're doing this for family, if you're doing this to help profit for your future, if you're looking for ways to invest more for passive income, even to the point to where you can do more in your life, so you don't even have to work. I don't even care if you just go part-time and still do all this. If you're doing that for the main reason to fund more of your music, your business, your ministry, whatever you're doing in life, you're in it for the right reason. But if you're doing it just because I want to be free and party and club and have all the women in the world and all the cars and all the clothes, man, I see why people struggle with Forex so much. It starts with the motive of your heart. I just want to end it on this because I feel like I'm preaching to you guys. I was really thinking about giving up on teaching and not necessarily close my trading group down, but just have it open, just to be open for everybody to be at, right? Because I love everybody in that group. So I ended up just saying, you know what? I'm just going to do what I usually do, share my analysis, share my trade setups, and hopefully the people who are listening, who are playing my video, it'll just inspire them. Whether they do this strategy or not, I just hope it inspires them, right? Because I'm human too. I lose in Forex too. And I'm not one of those gurus who say, oh, I'll win all the time. I'm not going to sit there. Unless I know some people, like I said, I shout out to Doyle a lot because he is a really good trader, guys, and he's about that life. But there's some people out here who ain't really about their life. They won't show you their losses. They only show wins, right? Now, of course, I'm not saying YouTube. I'm talking about just in general, like even in their group, they won't show you, oh, I lost. They will only show you wins. You're not always going to win, guys. But make a long story short, I just say, you know what? I feel like I'm just stretching myself thin here because I feel like sometimes I focus so much on the group that I'm not focused on my own trading. No matter how important the group is, sometimes I abandon my own trading for the group because I really love the group. I love it, man. The people in there is solid. I love them. But I forget I have to focus on my own trading. I shouldn't try to profit so I can show off to anybody what I've done here. I do this so I can help you out, so you can understand what Forex can do for your life. I'm still on my journey, and whoever is watching this video and trading Forex, I know you're on your journey too. But for me, for me, it's less about teaching and more about executing. I have to execute my lifestyle in a way that's going to help people without spreading myself thin, right? To be honest, I know me and Daniel talking about starting a Discord group, and we're gonna do it for free, guys. The only time we're gonna start charging it if we get crazy amount of people, but we're gonna do it for free, man, because there's no demand. There's no demand here. You know, this being a teacher of Forex is not just pressuring. It's still like a job, you know. And hey, I'm just saying, I'm trying to stray away from that. So, all right, guys, this video made it longer than it had to be, but I hope everything that I said will help you out in the long run. All right, I'm out. Y'all take care. Peace.